The UFC bantamweight champion Sean O'Malley is getting some real praise in recent times.
One of the biggest tests of his career, and he just
But to truly understand just how far he's come, you gotta go all the way back to his earliest days.
His meal?
I got a little bit of, I think it was like 6 ounces of meat.
Take his knockout of Tyson Lin, for example. A one-sided beating that showed us a younger, less colorful version of O'Malley, but a guy who still clearly had the aptitude for razor-sharp striking. And when he had his opponent cornered here, the straight punch that initially landed was textbook. And when Sugar eventually led his rival back to his feet, the head kick that eventually followed was absolutely perfect. Some quick ground and pound was enough to close the show, edging O'Malley one step closer to his eventual shot at the big time. Even at this young age, we could see that O'Malley's sniper-like instincts were already there. But as we all know, the best was most certainly yet to come. But if you're looking for the KO that put Sean O'Malley's name on the map, you gotta start with the David Nuzzo knockout. So much of what Sugar does well was on full display here. His punching power, his killer instincts. When found his perfect moment, the spinning hook kick that he unleashed was just about as good as it gets.
Watch the spin, boom. Accuracy, to have that accuracy on the spin technique last second. There's that rear leg kick to the neck.
Seriously, this was the type of viral KO that most fighters can only dream of getting. But Sugar Sean got one before he had even landed in the world's top promotion. Safe to say, the MMA community started to take note here, and this hype led O'Malley to get a shot on Dana White's Contender Series.
And I don't know if anybody can finish Cheeto Vera. I mean, that guy's got a chin like nothing I've ever seen. Ate those 2 knees, big shots all night. I mean, everybody knows the power that O'Malley has.
And once O'Malley found himself in a room with Dana White and the UFC brass, he made sure to make a true statement about his place within the sport. His opponent, Alfred Kashakian, is by no means a stellar talent, but over the course of the 1 round this fight lasted, Sean made a point of using every weapon he could think of to try and get his target out of there.
Yeah, you know. Whoa!
big knee to the body by O'Malley.
His boxing was on point, his head movement impeccable, and when the openings arrived, Sugar's versatile kicks and spinning attacks left his opponent with no idea about what to expect next.
Or a foot, but he's on the ground now as Kashakian looks for some ground and pound.
Yeah, he's raining down some punches here, and this is one of the things I talked about.
Eventually, the feints and footwork proved too much, and O'Malley closed the show with a huge straight punch, earning him yet another highlight reel finish and a UFC contract to go with it.
O'Malley with a huge right hand brings Dana White to his feet, and he is...
Remember, if you're enjoying this content, be sure to leave a like and a comment before subscribing to the channel so you don't miss a single upload. The best way to describe Sean O'Malley's UFC debut would be simple. The guy already had some clean striking and expert reflexes. But man, he certainly brought that to a different level when he landed in the top promotion in the world. His striking accuracy was just so damn on point here. The way he anticipated Quiñonez's movement to counter him hard coming in, just flawless. And as we all know, O'Malley is not the type of guy to let a hurt opponent off the hook.
Wow!
It couldn't have gone any better for Sean O'Malley.
He capped off this debut performance with a clean finish, ending Quiñonez in just a matter of minutes for the first round KO. This next one was a big highlight moment for Sugar's brand. We'd already watched him beat some mid to lower level guys. Even though Eddie Wineland was aging, he still had a name worth remembering. And for O'Malley, the ease at which he worked himself into a position to catch Wineland hard was a joy to behold. This was yet another major addition to his highlight reel and further proof that he was ready for a step up in competition.
He does a fin.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
Although he would have to wait longer than expected to finally get it. But either way, O'Malley's hype train was well and truly back on the tracks after a lengthy layoff from the sport due to that gruesome injury he sustained in that bizarre fight with Andrei Sukhomtov. But if you're looking for even more style points, O'Malley's fight with the electric veteran Thomas Almeida was just that. Now, here's the thing. It was interesting because Almeida was always seen as quite a chinny fighter. But man, on this night, that's not what we saw at all.
And style is...
That Lisfranc foot injury, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
whatever it's called.
Yeah.
No, Thomas was able to stand in there with Sugar Sean and take that damage right on the chin. O'Malley was putting on a clinic, make no mistake.
It needs to close the distance. Oh! I cannot believe he's still standing.
Oh, and a follow-up left hand. Fight continues. Almeida back up.
But he failed to jump on the opportunity to finish the fight earlier when he attempted to go for a walk-off KO. However, the ref wasn't convinced, forcing Sean to go back to the well. When the second knockdown happened in the dying seconds of round 3, O'Malley made the same mistake again. But this time, when he moved back in for the kill, that one-hitter-quitter ground and pound shot was a total hammer.
Again, the hesitation. Oh! He gets another highlight for the real Sean O'Malley.
If you've been following O'Malley's run for a while, you'll no doubt remember the Chris Mutino fight. This was the one that he took on short notice, accepting a bout with a relative unknown who was making his UFC debut.
Jason there.
Mutino's taking it all and moving forward.
A guy who, against all odds, just so happened to have the most indestructible chin imaginable.
Final second to the round.
Now, it's easy to look back on this one and give too much credit to Mutino, but in reality, this was a tough guy getting thoroughly schooled for the entirety of the fight. Sugar Sean was barely troubled throughout. While it did take him quite some time, he eventually did get the finish in round 3.
Oh, and Mutino's not going anywhere. Oh,
I mean, he's touching him with everything he throws. Look at that.
oh boy, look at that.
Bringing Mutino's terrible night at the office to a close. The fight with Raliam Paiva represented one of the bigger and more credentialed tests of O'Malley's fighting career. But judging off how he accomplished his goals, you wouldn't guess it.
Download now. And now.
By the time the end of the first round came, Sugar had made enough reads to land a huge punch over the top, stunning Paiva and getting up the finishing sequence.
Lightweight fighters, we have seen it.
Big land to the right for O'Malley. And an uppercut.
This brutal barrage not only displayed O'Malley's boxing skills and his variety with his combos, but he never strayed from his defensive responsibilities here either.
Master.
Fantastic.
That's the sign of a truly excellent stand-up artist. A split decision over Peter Yan granted Sean O'Malley his first shot at UFC gold. Narrowly contested fight, but definite proof that O'Malley was ready for the elite of the elite.
Earlier leg attack for Aljamain Sterling here. O'Malley doing a good job of attacking his wrists.
When he took on Aljamain Sterling, we got to see just how much of a disadvantage Sugar can put you at if you can't keep up with his footwork and feinting system. Sterling may be a great grappler and wrestler, but he simply could not navigate the range that O'Malley kept him at here. And in the second round, when Sean found his opening, Sterling recklessly walked himself into a big counter shot, getting knocked down immediately and beginning the finishing sequence that made O'Malley a champion. And finally, we come to the most recent performance in the career of this reigning champion, the one that really solidified his position as the champion of the 135-pound division. This fight was not particularly close, and instead, it served as a showcase for all of Sugar Sean's speed and dynamism on the feet.
You see some of the best boxers constantly because they barely do any Vera. He starts to go to work.
His ability to control range and use his feints and footwork to freeze up his opponent were all on full display.
I feel like we're seeing with Sean O'Malley. People come out.
110
Openings. Oh, beautiful spinning kick to the body.
forward in the face.
Once again, like Sterling before him, Vera was left without answers when trying to navigate this constant movement from the champ. It's kind of shocking that Vera didn't go out cold when O'Malley landed that huge knee up the middle.
It's nice having options. You know, it's hard to make a decision right after the fight. We'll see, you know, how it plays out. Talk to the UFC, talk to Hunter, Dana, and, you know.
Undoubtedly the biggest strike of the fight, and most definitely a shot that would have KO'd any other bantamweight on the roster. Yet another big win for O'Malley, and one that put his reputation as a truly great striker beyond any doubt. If you enjoyed today's video, show your support by leaving a like and a comment before subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any content week to week.